movie time! What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. I am Shelby Nave, and today we are back to watch part 2 of The Godfather. I just watched the original Godfather, so now we're back here to watch part 2, and I am really excited to see what happens next. It was very intriguing in the last movie to see Michael go from, like a young guy, not really associated with the mob, like ex-military, college student, whatever, to then transitioning to like the boss, and, having people killed, doing some very mob-like things. So I'm very intrigued to see how things progress from this point on. But yeah, let's not waste any time. Let's go ahead and get started because I think this movie is even longer than the last one. Everybody, get your wine ready. I promise I don't drink wine all the time. It's just when I'm watching these really long movies. Let's sit down, let's get comfy, grab a snack maybe. Remington is joining me. Everyone say hi to Remington. Say hi. All right, he's done. He's ready to lay down and I'm ready to watch this movie. Hi everyone, editing me here. So I have a little bit of a confession to make, and that is the fact that when I was reacting to this movie the first time, as you're about to see, for whatever reason, the version of the movie that I had to react to didn't have subtitles. Obviously, if you've seen the movie, you would know that pretty much every flashback in the movie is actually the characters, they speak in Italian. And I didn't know this at the time, but those scenes were supposed to have subtitles. And mine didn't for some reason, so you can imagine a lot of the time I was just kind of sitting there confused. I mean, I had a general idea of what was going on just by the use of context clues and stuff like that, but I really wasn't reacting to those scenes because I was clearly missing a lot of context. So because of that, I had to cut out a lot of those scenes just because I genuinely didn't give a reaction to them, which I know is gonna be really frustrating to some of you just because some of those scenes are the best in the movie, you could argue. So to make up for this, I have watched the movie again. I rented it on a different platform, so I've gotten the full context of the movie now. And there was a lot of things that I would have commented on if I had known at the time. So when those points come, I'm just gonna pop in real quick here and tell you what I would have said if I wasn't a dummy and would have gotten the right version with subtitles. And I also might pop into at just some other points in the movie because obviously while editing, I catch more things that I didn't catch during the first time watching. And I figure if I'm already gonna be interrupting the reaction, I might as well just say everything that I wanted to say. So I'm sorry for the disorganization in this video, but I do still think it's worth a watch because doing it this way I will be able to kind of give a little more analysis along the way and not just a reaction. So I definitely think it is still worth your watch and I hope that you enjoy. Alright, let's go ahead and get into this movie. Oh, Paramount. Love Paramount. Love it so much. I'm gonna forever keep harping on Paramount because I don't like how often they try to claim my videos. Michael! The Godfather. Oh, so we're gonna see how his dad kind of came to be. Wow, and he lost his dad and brother already? What the frick? We're having a funeral. Why are shots fired? What is going on? Oh no! Is that Vito's mom and his brother?
Facciamo le mani, Don Ciccio.
No.
Oh Lord! Oh Lord! Mother! Run, kid, run! Run, Vito, run! What the frick? They're just willy-nilly taking out women? I mean, I guess this does kind of make sense why a lot of Italians, especially in and around Sicily, migrated from Sicily to the United States to avoid, murder, oppression, stuff like this. We talk about this in my History of the Mob video. Wow, yeah, no, stuff like that probably happened all the time, and I can see why people would want to escape that and move somewhere else, many of which came to the US because that's when everybody was, oh my god, the American dream! So I definitely got the gist of this scene just using context clues. But now I know for sure that the Don here, he killed Vito's father and then also ended up killing Vito's older brother because his older brother sworn like revenge against the Don one day, so the Don had him killed. And then his mother is obviously just being a good protective mother, pleading mercy to this Don to spare Vito's life. The Don obviously says no, she tries to kill him and then ends up getting killed herself. I definitely think that her pleas to the Don that Vito will bring him no harm is definitely foreshadowing for the end of the movie. I'll comment on this again at the end, but I love when things come full circle. He's just gonna escape right out. New York. I couldn't imagine being such a young person and not only having to move to an entirely new country, but you just witnessed, like, your mom and brother get killed right before your eyes. Like, holy crap, that's a lot to go through at, like, what, the age of 10 or however old he is? Yeah, all sorts of immigrants.
Nurse?
Nurse? Is he sick? Probably don't want him to carry over any diseases from elsewhere to the US, I guess.
Come on, son. What is your name?
Tuo nome, Vito Andolini from Corleone.
Corleone. Vito Corleone.
Oh, guess he just got a new name right there. Vito from Corleone, so he just named him Vito Corleone. Oh, skinny mini.
Tell him he has smallpox, quarantine 3 months.
Yes, smallpox. I feel like everybody in this room should be wearing masks or something. They're casually just like, no, he has smallpox. We don't need masks or anything. We won't get it.
There he is. This is him.
How much did they say? Like 3 months of quarantine? That's a long time. The American dream, man. It's so dreamy. Ellis Island, 1901. Anthony Vito Corleone, Lake Tahoe, Nevada, 1958. Oh, hell yeah. Dancing with the Stars here.
Mama! Here I am. I sent the car out to the airport last week to pick you up. Oh, it was chaos. Anyway, here I am, just 1 week late. Oh.
Just 1 whole week late. That's nothing.
Where's Michael? I gotta talk to him and get a few things straight. I can't wait
Michael!
online.
Where is Michael?
Would you please welcome Senator Pat Geary of the state of Nevada.
And this is a very, very happy day. We can join with old friends, we can make new friends, and we help celebrate young man's first communion.
And also to thank that boy's family for a magnificent contribution to the state.
I have here in my hand a check made out to the university in the name of Anthony Vito Corleone. And the check is signed by that young man's parents, whom I think we should recognize. Mike, Pat, or Kay, stand up, please.
And they over here are making some massive donations, get into the good graces of the public. Which I gotta say, this was actually quite common of a practice for powerful mob people to do. Like, they would reinvest back into their communities to either, be of better stature to the public or to also sometimes buy silence. I feel like the mob oftentimes is looked at as, like, criminals who steal and stuff. And that's true, but they also, a lot of times, were looked at as quite charitable people to their communities.
My lawyer, Tom Hagen, Senator Geary. He's the one who arranged this whole thing through your man Turnbull.
I was under the impression that you and I would talk alone.
I trust these men with my life, Senator. If I were to ask them to leave, it would be an insult.
Well, it's perfectly all right with me, but I should tell you that I am a blunt man, and I intend to speak very frankly to you. Maybe more frankly than anyone in my position's ever talked to you.
Oh boy, you're barking up the wrong tree, bro.
You own or you control 2 major hotels in Vegas, one in Reno. The licenses were grandfathered in, so there was no problem with the gaming commission. Now, my sources tell me that you plan to make a move against the Tropicana. Tell me that within a week, you're going to move Klingman out. That's quite an expansion. However, it will leave you with one little technical problem. The license will still be in Klingman's name. You're going to have a license. The price is $250,000.
Jesus.
Plus a monthly payment of 5% of the gross of all 4 hotels, Mr. Corleone.
Now, the price for the license is less than $20,000, am I right?
That's right.
Now, why would I ever consider paying more than that?
Because I intend to squeeze you.
Ugh.
I don't like your kind of people. I don't like to see you come out to this clean country and you're dressed up in those silk suits and try to pass yourselves off as decent Americans.
Oh my god. Alright, enough with this guy.
I despise your masquerade, the dishonest way you pose yourself and your whole fucking family.
Michael is so calm in these interactions, but I just feel like he's probably boiling on the inside.
We're both part of the same hypocrisy, but never think it applies to my family.
So let's just say that you'll pay me because it's in your interest to pay me.
Boy, I don't know if you know what you're up against right now.
You can have my answer now if you like. My offer is this: nothing. Not even the fee for the gaming license, which I would appreciate if you would put up personally.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Hey, I didn't know you were out here. Honey, we have to go get 30 minutes late.
Oh, really? I'm sorry.
I really hate, and I know that this is just like a fact of life, but I really hate how these like senators, these people in like big time government, whatever, to the public, they come across, they're like, oh my god, hi, people, we love them. But then behind closed doors, they're really just a scumbag like everybody else. Not saying everybody's a scumbag, but like realistically, he's probably just as bad as Michael is in terms of like how they conduct business and how they actually feel about people. The other thing I want to note is that it kind of seems that this movie is going to go in the direction of focusing on like the mob's business in Vegas and like their casino ventures and stuff like that. That's really cool, and I'm excited to see where they go with it, because like one of the mob's biggest business booms was during the like Vegas era, you know, like 40s, 50s, and 60s, when Vegas was becoming a huge thing, and the mob was trying to establish casinos and such, like not only just in Vegas but also in Cuba. So I'm really excited to see where they go with this.
Fredo! Fredo, you son of a bitch! You look great! Frank Pentangeli!
Oh, seeing you reminds me of New York, the old days, huh?
You remember Willie Chichi? We was with old man Clemenza in Brooklyn? Yeah, look.
We were all upset about that, Frankie. Heart attack, huh?
No, there was no heart attack.
That's what I'm here to see your brother Mike about. Well, what's with it? I mean, what do I gotta do? Do I have to get a letter of introduction to get a sit down?
You can't get in to see Mike?
He's got me waiting in the lobby.
He's the boss. He's busy. I definitely thought that this scene was very reminiscent of the first movie. How like in the first movie, Vito is having to meet with all these different people and have sit downs and stuff like that during Connie's wedding. And now for Michael, he's having to have all of these meetings and stuff with people, or just have so many people that want to talk to him in the middle of his son's first communion party, which by the way was a ginormous party for a first communion. Is that a typical thing? I just kind of thought that was a cool parallel between the two movies.
I'll see my sister alone.
It concerns me, too. Is it okay if I stay?
How are you, honey? You met Merle. He was with me in Vegas. We're going to Europe next week. I'd like to book passage on the Queen.
So what do you come to me for? Why don't you go to a travel agent?
We're getting married first.
The ink on your divorce isn't dry yet and you're getting married? You see your children on weekends? You know your oldest boy, Victor, was picked up in Reno for some petty theft you don't even know about? You fly around the world with men who don't care for you and use you like a whore?
You're not my father!
Then what do you come to me for?
Because I need money.
Oof. Ugh. See, this is when family relationships turned sour, when money and greed get in the way of everything.
I want to be reasonable with you. Now, why don't you stay here with us, with the family? You can live here on the estate with your kids. You won't be deprived of anything. You can have everything you want. I don't know this Merle. I don't know what he does. And why don't you tell him marriage is out of the question and you don't want to see him anymore? He'll understand, believe me.
Is he just saying this all right in front of him?
Connie, if you don't listen to me and marry this man, you'll disappoint me.
Ooh, we don't want that. I guess money would kind of be out the window if he's disappointed in you.
Chendana. What's Chendana?
Chendana. It means 100 years.
It means we should all live happily for 100 years. The family. It would be true if my father were alive.
Oh my god, bitch, stop! You need to stop pushing buttons if you want anything out of him.
She's out.
Boy, drunk making misses. Oh, holy moly. Fredo's got a wild one. Oh, and she's not even dancing with him. What the heck are you doing, chick? Ugh, we little sloppy Susie over here. That's okay. Been there.
I just want to dance.
Dancing is one thing. You're falling all over the floor.
You're just jealous because he's a real man.
Goddamn, I'm gonna belt you right in the teeth.
You couldn't belt your mama.
Violence is not the answer, but also maybe drink a glass of water.
I can't control him, Mikey. You're my brother, Fredo. You don't have to apologize to me. Clemenza promised the Rosado brothers 3 territories in the Bronx after he died. You took over, and you didn't give it to them.
I welched?
You welched.
Yeah, Clemenza promised them Ugatas. Clemenza promised them nothing. He hated those son of a bitches more than I did.
You were loyal to my father for years.
The Rosado brothers, they're taking hostages. They spit right in my face. All because they're backed up by that Jew in Miami.
I know. That's why I don't want him touched.
You don't want them touched?
No, I want you to be fair with him.
And I want those Rosado brothers dead.
No. Now, I have business that's important with Hyman Roth. I don't want it disturbed.
And you give your loyalty to a Jew before your own blood.
Come on, Frankie. You know my father did business with Hyman Roth. He respected him.
Your father did business with Hyman Roth, but your father never trusted Hyman Roth.
This whole conversation is kind of another interesting point, how kind of the older generation of the mob had what seemed to be a harder time doing business with non-Italian people or from people from other gangs, like the Jewish gang that he's talking about right now. Whereas the younger generation, like Michael, is fine doing business with other groups, and I can see why that causes tension between the older and younger generations. Okay. Miss New Hampshire!
Sleeping inside me?
Baby!
Does it feel like a boy?
Yes.
There's a baby on the way!
It made me think of what you once told me. In 5 years, the Corleone family will be completely legitimate. That was 7 years ago.
Oh, well, things take time. He's trying to get into the casino business.
I'm trying, darling.
She seems very not supportive of the endeavors, so I feel like that's gonna cause a clash, some tension in the future. But they have a baby on the way. That's happy.
Make away, the drape's open.
Jesus Christ, guys, that legit scared me. I wasn't anticipating that. That was such a sweet, quiet moment. Okay, well, somebody just tried to assassinate him or his family or whoever. Is she fine? What about the baby? Is the baby fine?
They're still on the property. Please, Michael, please stay inside.
Keep them alive.
We'll try. Michael! Alive!
Keep them alive. Oh no, he's gonna like rip their heads off himself. Whoever tried to assassinate him, oh boy, you're in it, man. At least nobody got hurt. Right side. Oh, but now she's probably real mad. She's already like, oh, you haven't made the business legitimate yet, and it's been 2 years longer than you said it would be. Also, we almost got killed. So now she's probably real not happy with him and his livelihood and his business and lifestyle and all that sort of thing. Ooh, I bet there's gonna be some tension.
Mikey, you alright?
Barely. Almost got killed.
There's a lot I can't tell you, Tom. You felt it was because of some lack of trust or confidence, but it's because I admire you and I love you that I kept things secret from you. That's why at this moment you're the only one I can completely trust. You're gonna take over. You're gonna be the Don.
Huh?
I'm gonna leave here tonight. I give you complete power, Don. I'm trusting you with the lives of my wife and my children.
Why don't you take him with him wherever you're going?
Do you think we'll be able to find out who's back of all this? Gonna catch you. Unless I'm very wrong, they're dead already. They're killed by somebody close to us. All our people are businessmen. Their loyalty is based on that. One thing I learned from Pop was to try to think as people around you think. Now, on that basis, anything's possible. Anthony, everything's gonna be all right. Try to sleep.
Yeah, I bet your kids now have the crap scared out of them. Like me, if I was growing up as a child, like just in the back of my mind thinking, oh, somebody's really trying to kill my dad. That's probably not a good mentality for a child to have. Vito Corleone, New York City's 1917. Oh boy, is that the De Niro? He will soon become a staple actor for the mob movies. Young De Niro.
What
the heck? What is that? Is there gonna be something really gruesome in there, like a head or something? Yeah, maybe shut the door. Oh, just a bunch of weapons.
Come ti va? Un business.
I don't like this guy. Just strong-arming this guy in his little business he's trying to run.
Non creo che s'arrabia.
Yeah, let's just break in. No one cares. Is this him getting recruited? Like, is that what's going on? I'm just trying to guess using context clues. You just need help moving a table? Oh, nope, there's gonna be something under there. What is it? Trapdoor? A secret safe? Oh, really? Okay, could have gone really south. So what's with the rug? They just went there to steal the rug? Oh, yeah. They're like, it's my rug now. So I obviously cut a large majority of this scene out during like the play scene, whatever, where we see Vito finally, well, Robert De Niro finally as Vito, a little older, no longer a child, going to this play with his friend. And this is the first time that we encounter Don Finucci. Finucci is a member of the Black Hand, and obviously he pops up several times throughout the neighborhood because he is extorting and hustling like all the people in the neighborhood. He's demanding a cut from their small businesses. And he can do this because he knows that these businesses businesses don't have any protection. It's definitely interesting to see Vito's like growing dismay towards this man and like just not willing to accept his hustling of these small businesses, of his friends, and I'll have more to say about that in a future scene. Let me tell you, I was so confused when I was watching this scene the first time. I was like, why is Vito and this man who we don't know stealing a rug? Of all things, why a rug? Obviously now that I've watched it, it makes a lot more sense, but I also didn't realize when I was watching it the first time that the guy, like his neighbor who asked Vito to, you know, keep his gun safe or whatever, I didn't realize that, first of all, I didn't realize that was Peter Clemenza, who is this man from the first movie, but I also didn't make the connection that Peter Clemenza was his neighbor and also the friend who was helping him steal the rug. It makes sense now because obviously Vito, you know, kept his gun safe, so to return the favor, Peter is helping him steal a rug, or has just decided that Vito needs a rug and he's gonna help him get it. And this is obviously the first crime that they performed together, and I think Vito's first crime in general. Oh, now we're back to current times with Michael. See, this is cool how they're kind of toggling back and forth between Michael's dad's upbringing and then also Michael's current life. Is it not a little perfect that this movie toggles back and forth between the past and present, and that's exactly what I'm doing in this edit? Where's he headed? State of Florida. He's probably trying to check out the casino business in Florida before eventually moving into Cuba.
Come on in. Hyman's in there.
Mr. Roth?
Come in, Michael. Sit down. Make yourself comfortable. I heard you had some trouble. Stupid. People behaving like that with guns. Important thing is you're all right. Good health, the most important thing. More than success, more than money, more than power.
I came here because there's going to be more bloodshed. I want you to know about it before it happens so that there's no danger of starting another war.
Nobody wants another war.
Frank Pantangeli came to my home, and he asked my permission to get rid of the Rosado brothers. When I refused, he tried to have me killed. He was stupid. I was lucky. I'll visit him soon. The important thing is that nothing interfere with our plans for the future. Yours and mine.
Nothing is more important.
So that's actually really interesting because I did a little bit of research before this, and I'm pretty sure that if, you know, the articles and stuff are correct, that that old guy is actually based off of real-life mobster Meyer Lansky. Like, he actually was a really big-time mobster and expanding the mob into, like, the gambling syndicates they were into in Vegas and also Cuba. This character is based off of Meyer Lansky. They really did kind of hold true to him because he was described as being, like, calm, business savvy, not too like in the limelight by any means.
Don Corleone, I wish you would have let me know you were coming. I could have prepared something for you.
I didn't want you to know I was coming.
Want to be surprised.
You heard what happened in my home?
Mike, I almost died myself. It was all so relieved.
In my home!
Scary.
In my bedroom where my wife sleeps!
Where my children come and play with their toys.
Someone's gonna pay.
I want you to help me take my revenge.
Michael, anything.
Settle these troubles with the Rosado brothers.
Mike, I don't understand. Look, I don't have your brain for big deals. But this is a street thing. That Hyman Roth in Miami, he's backing up those son of a bitches.
I know he is.
Then why? Why do you ask me to lay down to him, Mike?
It was Hyman Roth that tried to have me killed. I know it was him.
Oh, you do? Playing around with the enemy?
My father taught me many things here. He taught me, keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. Now, if Hyman Roth sees that I interceded in this thing, in the Rosado brothers' favor, he's gonna think his relationship with me is still good. That's what I want him to think. I want him completely relaxed and confident in our friendship. Then I'll be able to find out who the traitor in my family was.
Oh boy.
Yeah?
Vito, this is Johnny. Johnny Ola. We need some more help.
Jesus Christ, what the hell time?
Listen good, Fredo.
I don't want to talk to you.
Pantangeli set up a meeting with the Rosado brothers. He says he's gonna go for their deal. Will he come along?
I don't know anything. You got me in deep enough already.
Just go along. Everything will be all right, Fredo. Pantangeli says he's willing to make the deal. All we want to know is if he's on the level or if he's gonna bring his boys.
You guys lied to me. I don't want you to call me anymore.
Your brother's not gonna find out we talked.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh boy, brothers keeping secrets from brothers. Never good.
We're all real happy about your decision, Frankie. You're not gonna regret it.
Michael Corleone says hello.
Oh no. The bartender's just like letting it happen. Probably in on it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Who brought a cop?
Are you open or closed?
Hey, I just come in to clean up a little, you know?
And to host a striking.
Is that something on the floor?
Carmine, no, not here, not here!
Anthony!
Not here, Carmine! You opened your fucking mouth, fool!
What the heck? There's all that war happening in the streets? Good lord.
Ready. Good to see you. It's in the back.
Come on, girls. Take a hike, huh?
Are they meeting in a brothel? Yes, it looks, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I want to talk to them alone first. I thought I could help you, Senator.
Hagen? Listen, Hagen. I did not.
No, it's all right.
I didn't do anything.
My brother Fredo operates this place.
When I woke up, I was on the floor, and I don't know how it happened.
Can't remember?
I passed out. I'll fix it.
Oh! What the frick did you do, man? Yeah, no, I don't think that's gonna help you much. I don't think that's gonna help you much. I don't know what you did, but you're in some deep shit, Senator.
I don't know, and I don't understand why. I can't remember.
Is he gonna be blackmailed and framed for murder now?
This girl has no family. Nobody knows that she worked here. It'll be as though she never existed.
Great. Wow, how many prostitutes have gotten hurt and they're just like, well, she has no family. It's like she never existed. Poor women.
I want to thank this distinguished group of American industrialists for continuing to work with Cuba for the greatest period of prosperity in her entire history. And I would like to take this opportunity to thank United Telephone and Telegraph for their lovely Christmas gift. A solid gold telephone.
Alright, that's just excessive. Show and tell, pass it around.
Dentro de 15 o 20 minutos.
Oy.
They say that they're making an arrest.
I don't know, this is probably... the revolution! The revolution! Oh no! Oh, okay. Yeah, there's definitely some civil unrest happening. No doubt about it.
I'm very pleased you're all able to come from such distances to be with me today. When a man comes to this point in his life, he wants to turn over the things he's been blessed with. Turn them over to friends. These are wonderful things that we've achieved in Havana. This kind of government knows how to help business. What I'm saying is that we have now what we have always needed, real partnership with the government. At the time of my retirement or death, I turn over all my interest in the Havana operation to his control. But all of you will share. The Nacional will go to the Lakeville Road boys. The Capri to the Corleone family. Eddie Levine of Newport will bring in the Panino brothers for a piece and also to handle the actual casino operations.
Was it intentional that they were slicing up pieces of Roth's cake as they're talking about slicing away his businesses after he dies? I'm just curious.
I want all of you to enjoy your cake.
Well, Michael's certainly getting a lot from this guy who tried to kill him.
A rebel was being arrested by the military police, and rather than be taken alive, he exploded a grenade he had hidden in his jacket. He killed himself, and he took a captain of the command with him.
But it occurred to me, the soldiers are paid to fight. The rebels aren't.
What does that tell you?
They can win.
They have passion.
This country has had rebels for the last 50 years. It's in their blood, believe me, I know. I've been coming here since the 20s.
I don't think that's gonna stop some rebels. They have passion. They want change. Soldiers are paid. Rebels have the passion.
I wouldn't want it to get around that you held back the money because you had second thoughts about the rebels.
Oh, business. It's a lot.
Here we are, protected, free to make our profits without Kiefer, the goddamn Justice Department, and the FBI. 90 miles away, partnership with a friendly government. Michael, we're bigger than U.S. Steel.
I thought this scene was really interesting because honestly, Michael is not wrong that the rebels very well could win, which if that happened, not only would the Cuban government be brought down and, you know, obviously the mob is all tangled up in that now, but doing business there would become very hard and probably just like problematic. Like I found it interesting that Roth almost seemed like offended when he said that, but it's just like he's not wrong. Wow, that is quite the green jacket. Fredo! Don't touch my things.
Mikey, how are you, okay? Jesus Christ, what a trip. The whole time I'm thinking, what if somebody knows what I got in here? You imagine that, huh? $2 million in the seat next to me in that plane? Mikey, what the hell's going on anyway? Totally in the dark.
The family's making an investment
you're
in
not
Havana.
trusted.
This is a little gift for the president.
Oh.
$2 million gift? Wow, if anybody wants to gift me $2 million, I'd be okay with that.
Anybody I know in Havana?
Oh, Hyman Roth.
Johnny Ola?
Yeah, do you know them, Fredo?
I never met them.
Do you know them? Are you up to some stinky business?
Sometimes I think I should have married a woman like you did. Kay, kids, a family.
Well, we can't all have Kay. We can't all have Miss New Hampshire.
Mikey, I was mad at you.
What'd you do? What'd you do, Fredo? Michael's gotta know. He must have done something to stab Michael in the back.
Senator Geary's flying in from Washington tomorrow night with some people, some government people. Later on in the evening, we're all invited to the Presidential Palace for a reception, bringing the new year. After it's over, they'll take me home in a military car. Before I reach my hotel, I'll be assassinated.
What the heck?
Who? Roth.
He just knows this?
It was Roth who tried to kill me in my home. It was Roth all along. He acts like I'm his son, but he thinks he's gonna live forever. He wants me out. How can I help? You just go along as though you know nothing.
I feel like Michael shouldn't be telling Fredo anything. I don't trust Fredo.
Hyman Roth will never see the new year.
You gonna take him out?
My sixth sense tells me your brother Fredo brought a bag full of money. Where is it? You pulling out?
Just want to wait. Who had Frank Pantangeli killed?
The Rosado brothers.
I know, but who gave the go-ahead?
Hmm?
I know I didn't.
There was this kid I grew up with. He was younger than me, sort of looked up to me, you know. We did our first work together. Worked our way out of the street. Things were good. We made the most of it. During Prohibition, we ran molasses into Canada. Made a fortune. Your father, too. As much as anyone, I loved him and trusted him. Later on, he had an idea to build a city out of a desert stopover for GIs on the way to the West Coast.
Vegas.
That kid's name was Mo Green.
That's the Bugsy Siegel
And
character.
the city he invented was Las Vegas. This was a great man, and there isn't even a plaque or a signpost or a statue of him in that town. Someone put a bullet through his eye. No one knows who gave the order. When I heard it, wasn't angry. I knew Mo. I knew he was headstrong, talking loud, saying stupid things. So when he turned up dead, I let it go. And I said to myself, this is the business we've chosen. I didn't ask who gave the order because it had nothing to do with business. $2 million. The money's on the table. I'll know I have a partner. If it isn't, I'll know I don't.
Okay, I'm sorry, sorry, Remington, I have to talk again. Ugh, I love the parallels that these movies do, because that did kind of confirm what I was talking about earlier, that Mo Green, the guy in the last movie who got, like, shot in the eye and the glasses and stuff. So Mo Green, who Bugsy Siegel was based off of, and then this old guy who Meyer Lansky is based off of, in real life, they did kind of go up together. At least from my research, like, they were real-life friends, and Meyer Lansky actually had Bugsy go to Las Vegas to start up the whole, like, Vegas venture with the flamingo and all of that. Another curious thing, though, is that Bugsy Siegel was, he was killed after he apparently got found out that he might have been skimming off of, like, mob investments for Las Vegas, and Meyer Lansky may have actually approved his assassination. The parallels here are just mwah. And also just the concept of, like, I didn't ask questions because it's business. That whole thing is so strange to me, because clearly this character, even though he didn't ask, it's just business, it's still clearly personal. He tried to have Michael killed, and I don't know, it makes me wonder how, like, the real life situation went down when Lansky, may have had to approve the assassination of Bugsy, but, like, they were friends. He probably didn't want to do that. I don't know. The mob is weird. The whole, like, business versus personal. Like, I feel like it's always gonna be personal. When you're taking people's lives, it's gonna be personal. What's Michael gonna do? Is he gonna become a partner or not? Is he gonna carry out the plan to assassinate that guy?
All right, so everybody know everybody here, huh? This is Senator Geary. You know him.
How are you, sir? Good to see you, Mike. You don't know my brother Fredo, do you, Johnny? Johnny Ola? Fredo?
Johnny.
Never met. Johnny Ola.
Ooh, they seem like they know each other. Ooh.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Feliz Año Nuevo.
Happy New Year.
Hey, Freddie, where did you find this place?
Johnny Ola told me about this place. He brought me here. I didn't believe it, but seeing is believing, huh?
I see it and I still don't believe it.
Old man Roth had never come here, but old Johnny knows these places like the back of his hand.
I actually didn't catch this the first time, but watching it the second time, I was like, oh my god, it's so good that Michael doesn't drink because he caught Fredo literally in a lie. Fredo claims and acted like he had never met Roth or Johnny when, you know, during that like weird sex show or whatever that is. He said that Johnny introduced him to that, so clearly that was a big fat lie. Fredo literally just gave himself away as the traitor, and yeah, that's not cool. I understand Fredo is upset that he got passed up to become the Don over Michael, but just the fact that he is manipulated by Roth in that way kind of makes me think that it's like, well, perhaps you're not smart enough, is that bad to say, to compete against Michael. Hi, you made it to the end of part 1. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up down below, and don't forget to come back for part 2, which is probably already up. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell, like, comment, whatever you want. I'll see you in part 2.